So recently I've gotten into a silly goofy little card game called Riftbound. I know this isn't what you're typically used to seeing on this channel, but I figured why not share my new hobby with you guys. So with that being said, today we're going to open up a booster box. So being a League player since 2009, them coming out with a TCG is like incredible to me. I used to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid, and was just super invested in it. And then just like being able to combine the two hobbies. I haven't really played any other TCGs since I was a kid. I tried Pokemon a little bit. Didn't really get super into that. I attempted Magic a couple times. Also same difference. So having something that's like, I don't know, I really enjoy this game so far. Like it feels kind of familiar. I think it's, you know, got a great start to it. A lot of backing, obviously, with it being League based. And now that I'm actually like older, I can really kind of grasp concepts a little better of a TCG. So you got the first pack out of the booster box. And if you followed along with any of this release, you'll know that the product is incredibly hard to find right now. I literally have had even my mom looking, and that's actually how we have this. She found it in my little small town that I grew up in, and shout out to mom, because if, you know, she didn't find this, we wouldn't have this video here. So first up, we got a Pit Crew, Awkward Keeper, Get Excited, Consult the Past, Soaring Scout, a Pit Rookie, Gust, Cythria of Cloudfield, Captain Farron, Spirit's Refuge. Oh shit, a Carnivorous Snapvine. I actually haven't seen this card played or anything yet, so we got a Convergent Mutation and an Immortal Phoenix. Damn, that's a pretty good pack so far. And then a Fury Rune. Card prices right now for Riftbound are absolutely insane, and so I'm kind of hoping to not necessarily pull like the crazy expensive cards, but more so the cards that I need, or we just need to make more decks. My buddy and I and my partner are also kind of into just all in Riftbound together, so the more cards the better. This is a good investment, I personally thought, so because you've got, you know, the whole scalping issue as well, so that doesn't help. And they also just printed not nearly enough product. They said that they didn't expect it to be received as well as it did, which personally I don't know how, because it's League of Legends, you know. All right, next pack, we got a Rune Prison, Magma Worm, Watchful Sentry, Vanguard Captain, Aka Cub, Fighter Flight, a Daring Poro. Poros are such fun cards to use. I think it's probably one of my favorite things, like favorite minions. One of my favorite units, not minions, Jesus. We got a Retreat, a Star-Tipped Peak. I actually don't have this battlefield. We might have to use that. Be interesting. Unyielding Spirit, Challenge Hollow, Commander Ledros Hollow, and a Tide Turner. Not too bad. I'm actually currently building a deck, a Tide Turner Yasuo. Missing like 3 cards, so I'm kind of hoping that we pull those. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are, but we'll find them. I do surprisingly think Riftbound's gonna have quite the longevity. Just, I mean, due to the IP, and they also have, like, I think 4 expansions planned for 2026. The first one already being released in February, which, by the way, I have 2 booster boxes pre-ordered. So if you enjoy this type of stuff, we 100% will be doing more in the future. All right, pack 3. We got Sunlit Guardian, Chemtech Enforcer, Smokescreen. That's a good card. Stand United, Mate, Stealthy Pursuer, Call the Weak, Treasure Trove, Raging Soul, Symbol of the Solari. Ooh, the Harrowing. This is really fun to use in Jinx. Jinx is not very good right now, and she's very expensive to get going. So I'm also hoping that I pull the 2 more seals I need for a Jinx deck to be decent. A Tasty Feyfolk, and a Seal of Insight, and a Recruit Token. So not the seal I needed, but a seal nonetheless. Seals are super fun to use too. I think they add so much just strategy, because the game is fairly straightforward, like realistically, in terms of TCGs, but I'm very curious how the next expansion changes things, because it almost seems like it's going to be almost entirely different with all the items and equipment they're adding. One thing I don't miss though about TCGs is trying to figure out how to open the packs. It's a journey. All right, 4th pack. We've got a Stalwart Poro, Magma Worm, an Orb of Regret, a Defy. This card is so annoying. I currently am playing an Annie deck, and yeah, that card is quite annoying. There's a lot of counters though in my deck that I've switched solely because of this card. Call the Weak, Challenge, Morbid Return, the best 2-drop in the entire game, Traveling Merchant, Aspirant's Climb, Herald of Scales. Ooh, we got another Sona. This card is a sleeper, I feel. I don't see this rarely ran. We've got an Ari deck in the works, and we're substituting Feyfolk for an Ari, and it runs it really nice. Ravenborn Tome, and an Unchecked Power. I haven't seen this card played either. And a Mind Rune. Dang. Exhaust all friendly units, then deal 12 to all units on a battlefield. That's kind of nuts. I don't think I've even seen that card. I like to keep myself kind of in the mystery as to what's all in new sets and all that, so I don't go through like a card list and look at every single card and read what it all does. I think that takes away some of the fun of learning, personally. I do really like the purple and red combo though. I'm very curious for the future as to what champions they have. My favorite champion one of my favorite champions from League is Twitch. So I'm really holding out that they bring Twitch in, and I feel like he would fit red and purple absolutely perfectly. And I've kind of been going in my head like the specific things that he may or may not do, and I don't know. This game's got me nerding the fuck out. Alright, 5th pack. We got Brazen Buccaneer, Eager Apprentice, Clockwork Keeper, Forge of the Future, Pit Rookie, Undercover Agent, Cruel Patron, Unlicensed Armory. We got Sigil of the Storm, Pack of Wonders, Call the Weak Hollow. Ooh, we got a Leona. I don't have the Leona Legend yet. A Kiana, another good one. and a recruit token. I've actually really been also wanting to build something with Kiana. I think Master Yi uses Kiana a lot. It's been so hard to get product. It's really unfortunate, but I hope that with Spirit Forge they're a little more prepared, and it kind of sounds like they will be. And also them bringing Proving Grounds cards into Nexus Night packs for next season is also really, really cool. I think that is a fantastic idea to bring some of those cards into the next set. 6-pack, we got Disintegrate, Watchful Sentry, Meditation, Howdy Poro, Confront, Cemetery Attendant, Vanguard Sergeant, Singularity, Back Alley Bar Battlefield. Ooh, a Wind Wall. I need some of these. A Hollow Fading Memories, Progress Day, and King's Edict. I actually haven't even seen this card. Starting with the next player, each other player chooses a unit you don't control that hasn't been chosen for this spell. Kill those units. That might be interesting in like some 3-4 player. And then a Fury Rune. That's another thing. That's actually what like drew me in so much to Riftbound, was it's not just 1v1. Like it was designed to be played with 2, 3, and 4 players. And I actually really, really like that. Obviously the more like competitive play is 1v1, but I have a feeling there might be something in the future that kind of focuses more on the multiplayer aspect. We destroyed that pack. Alright. 7th pack. Jeweled Colossus, another Defy, X-Tech Ray, Cannon Barrage, Mystic Poro, Forge of the Future, Bilgewater Bully, Whirlwind. We got a Bandle Tree Battlefield. Oh, that's what that does. I haven't played it with or against it, but I've seen the card. A Vanguard Helm. Ooh. A Hollow Disintegrate. A Kog'Maw. And a Blitzcrank. And a Calm Rune. Yeah, so speaking of like my ideas with Twitch and whatnot, like Kog'Maw I feel would be ran in a Twitch deck if Twitch has anything like, say, poison every unit at a battlefield or something. If they bring in like more status effects and cool stuff like that, because I mean realistically the possibilities are endless now. The League universe is so expansive now, and I'm just excited as hell. Ripped the hell out of that pack too. Alright, next pack. We've got a Cleave, Lecturing Yordle, Charm, Stormclaw, Ursine. I never know how to say that. An Ember Monk. Back to back. Mobilize. Reinforce. Navori Fighting Pit. A Ravenbloom Student. A Watchful Sentry Hollow. Ooh, a Tryndamere. Ooh, we got an alternate art Darius. Sweet. I run this card in my Annie deck, so I'm more than happy with that. And a Calm Rune. I do really, really want some of the alternate art runes. I hope there's one in here. I mean, the holy grail right now is obviously the signature Kaisa. And to be honest, if I am to get that card, I'm probably going to sell it to buy more product. Like, full honesty. Because, like, it would be awesome to have, but man. Alright, I lost track of how many packs. Pack number 9. Alright, we got a Orb of Regret, Wielder of Water, Chemtech Enforcer, Immobilize, a Sneaky Deckhand. This card is so fun to use. You feel like such a piece of shit, but it is a blasty. Call to Glory, Challenge, Dangerous Duo, Energy Conduit, a Windswept Hillock. Units here have ganking. A Blast Cone Fae. Hollow. Ooh, another Falling Star. Another Ari Legend. And a Recruit Token. My roommate's gonna be excited about that one. My partner likes playing Ari, and we need to build another Ari deck, they both say, because they both like playing Ari. So here we go. We're on the start of that now. We just need, you know, nine watchers. And then we'll be, you know, we'll be good. Alright, 10th pack. We've got a Sky Splitter, a Riptide Rex, Clockwork Keeper, Gust, Trifarian Glory Seeker, Crackshot Corsair, Morbid Return, Spoils of War, Spectral Matron, Targon's Peak Battlefield. Ooh, I already have a Hollow Void Gate, but sorry, my cat is being a menace. Hollow Void Gate, a Victor Legend, and a new Deer, a Recruit Token. Won't lie, not the greatest pack there, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So the way that we got into this, I had kind of forgot that it was coming out, and then we had a Halloween party, and there was a friend of mine at it, and he mentioned it again. I was like, oh shit. And obviously it was too late to pre-order anything. So it came out, and then we just scoured for anything. And we ended up picking up all three of the starter decks, the Victor, the Lee, and the Jinx. And that was like, instantly upon playing, we were like, oh, we're going to be invested into this. All right, 11th pack. We got a Mega Mech, a Meditation, a Disintegrate, an Undercover Agent, a Vanguard Sergeant, Stormclaw Urson, Rebuke. This is a fun card to use. Fading Memories, an Imperial Decree, another Void Gate. Ooh, a Hollow Hextech Ray, Hollow Acceptable Losses, and a Mistfall, and a Chaos Rune. I do like, though, how they do give you a rune, a battlefield, or a token in every pack. Because could you imagine trying to just search for that? Like having to buy something that's like more rare. I know it doesn't make sense, but I'm just going to take a second to clean up some of this stuff on my side here. Hold on. You guys it won't take you guys any time, but it'll take me some time. Alright, now we're on the 11th pack. It was bothering me, all the trash over there, and I need to fix that real quick. Alright, 11th pack. We've got a Noxus Hopeful, which I actually need one of these for Annie. Another one for my side deck. An Eager Apprentice, Playful Phantom, Brazen Buccaneer, Hidden Blade, Flurry of Blades, another Rebuke, Dangerous Duo, a Traveling Merchant, Trifarian War Camp, a Flurry of Blades Hollow. Oh shit. Oh shit. Thousand Tail Watcher, and a Machine Evangel, which both of these we now only need one more copy for my buddy's Victor deck, and then for the Ari deck. That was a huge pull, actually. Lucky number 11. All right, 12th pack. Here we go. Let's keep it up off of that one. Signature Kaisa incoming. I'll probably shit my pants. Like, genuinely, I think I would probably shit live on camera. Alright, 12th pack. We got a Falling Comet, an On Guard, a Legion Rear Guard, a Stupefy, Forge of the Future, Dune Drake, Mystic Poro, Blast Cone Fae, Acceptable Losses, the Arena's Greatest Battlefield, which is an awesome battlefield. For the rares, we got a Heimerdinger, a Harnessed Dragon, and a Stormbringer. I haven't actually played around with Bully yet, or anything Volibear based, so if we pull his legend and his champion, I might play around with it. For those of you that do play that are watching this, what's been your guys' favorite, like, I mean, I'm just curious, what are you guys running? What's your favorite legend to use? Have you been able to experiment with... My cat's being a menace. Have you been able to experience with many others, or have you just stuck to one, been tried and true, just, you know, stayed a Jinx deck or a Victor deck, or let me know. Also, if you guys do like stuff like this, let me know. Like, I can do deck profile videos and like go through some cards and just anything Riftbound. So I'm a little bit of a theory crafter, so I enjoy deck building and all that. Alright, pack 13. We got Watchful Sentry, Solari Shield Bearer, Flame Chompers, Faithful Manufacturer, Arena Bar, Ride the Wind. This is probably the best card in the game. Like, genuinely, this is probably the best card in the game. There's so many intricacies and so many things you can do. You can score 2 points on your opponent's turn. It's insane. It's my favorite card to run. Petty Officer, Adaptatron, Cytheria of Cloudfield, Zon Warren's Battlefield. Ooh, we got a Misfortune Champion unit. I don't have anything Misfortune yet, actually, either. Mage Seeker Warden. This is another card that I'm very interested in making work and trying to make work. It says, when I'm at a battlefield, opponents can only play units to their base. When I'm at a battlefield, spells and abilities can't ready enemy units and gear. I think this is going to be a great counter to Ride the Wind, personally. And then we've got another Darius. Executioner, though. And a Mind Rune. Actually super excited about some of those. I'm trying to make them work. Alright, we are 10 packs left, 14 packs down. We got a Meditation, Legion Rearguard, Riptide Rex, Solari Shield Bearer, Flurry of Blades, Mystic Poro, Faithful Manufacturer, Ravenbloom Student, Noxian Drummer, Iron Ballista. For the hollows, we have a Eager Apprentice, a Fiora, excited to use that, and a Rasa the Sunderer, and a Body Rune. I have not ran into anyone using Fiora. Well, oh, she's one of the mighties. And then Rasa's a fun card too. Use them a lot in Jinx, because it's just card draw, card draw, card draw. Get that discard pile as big as you can, and then a free 10 cost unit. I keep trying to open these like I used to open Pokemon packs. The little Pokemon trick where you just find the seal or the seam and split it open with ease. Haven't had that luck with these ones. Alright, this is what? 16? Pack 16. We got Stalwart Poro, Cleave, Eager Apprentice, Daring Poro, Flurry of Blades, Fighter Flight, Cruel Patron, Discipline, Pirate's Haven, Monastery of Hirana, Monastery of Hirana, an Undercover Agent Hollow, a Solari Shrine, and a Cane. Ooh. We got the pretty rune. Damn. You know, we're almost at like a full promo art and alt art of Calm. And we're just using it in the Ari deck, so my partner's gonna be happy about that one. But I have no Chaos or Fury. Well, I have 2 promo Chaos. Or 2 promo Fury, I mean. I really want purple though. The purple promo rune is probably my favorite. And I'm very excited for the promo runes of Spirit Forge. They look so good. Definitely will catch me at every single Nexus night in my area. $16th pack, I think. You got a Chemtech Enforcer, a Sprite Call, On Guard, Get Excited, Crackshot Corsair, a Fighter Flight, a Soaring Scout, Reaver's Row Battlefield. We got a Wizened Elder, a Sprite Mother, a Hollow Gust, a Solari Shrine, and a Raging Firebrand. And then an alternate art order rune. This is where all the runes are. This is what we need. I need more. Still no red or purple though. I think I've seen this card played a little bit. I'm kind of curious about it. It might be good in like a different style of Annie. I think, see, the problem with Annie though is she's so fast. She's so aggro, so tempo. But like a lot of her spells and her proving grounds cost so much. So they're not even worth it to run. So I would be curious if you could make something work with like 3 copies of that. Alright, next pack. We got a Charm, a Hextech Ray, a Pit Crew, Cannon Barrage, a Shipyard Skulker. I've never seen this card in my life, I don't think. A Soaring Scout, Mobilize, Portal Rescue, and banish a friendly unit, then play it to base. Sorry, I'm just like theory crafting when I see these new ones. So it takes me a minute. Scrapyard Champion, Solari almost said Solari Chef, Solari Chief, a Pit Crew Hollow, another Ari Alluring, a Blind Fury. Also, if any of you have played like in a qualifier or anything, I would be very curious to know how you did in said qualifier. Because I did not. I've not played in like, I was going to do a skirmish, the Summoner Skirmish this month, but we were busy on the day that it was, and unfortunately I could not make it to it, but I really wish I could have. Because my deck is very strong, and I think I would have performed pretty well. The guy that won it at my card shop was also running Annie, so it would have been fun to see an Annie versus Annie type thing. Alright, anyway, next pack. We got an Orb of Regret, a Playful Phantom, a Pouty Poro, a Stupefy, a Confront, Sneaky Deckhand, Rifarian and Glory Seeker, Reckoner's Arena. When you hold here, activate the Conqueror effects of units here. Oh. That could be interesting. Alright, we got a Wild Claw Shaman, a Zonite Bouncer. Ooh. We got a Yasuo Legend, a Primal Strength, a Divine Judgment, and an Order Rune. I actually, I'm kind of upset now. I just ordered the Yasuo Legend, because the deck needs a Yasuo Legend and like a couple Wind Walls and something else. I can't remember. Oh, I think one more Nocturne. And the fact that we just pulled that now. We are down to the last 5 packs of the booster box. We definitely haven't made money so far on the box, but it definitely gave more cards to finish out some decks for sure that I have been missing. You know, maybe that's all said and done though here if we pull this Alt Art Kaiser or something. Alright, next pack we got Rune Prison, Sky Splitter, Enjeweled Colossus, On Guard, Morbid Return, Daring Poro, Confront, Poro Herder, The Dreaming Tree Battlefield, Mushroom Pouch. Ooh, a Hollow the Arena's Greatest. I will be using this. Oh, Kaisa. Speaking of Kaisa, it's not the alt art though. Nanivia and a recruit token. It's funny. Speaking of Kaisa, we're gonna give you the least valued card, but we're still gonna give you Kaisa. Oh, that's funny. It would be nice to pull another red Kaisa as well. I only need one more of those for Annie, but I'm not paying $80 for a card. That's kind of ridiculous. The prices of cards right now are absolutely insane. Alright, next pack. Cleave, Stupefy, Wielder of Water, Blazing Scorcher, Stealthy Pursuer, Vanguard Captain, Hit Rookie, Mountain Drake, Hollowed Tomb. You hold here, you may return your chosen champion from your trash to your champion zone. Oh shit. We got the Siren. For hollows, we have Vanguard Sergeant, Ava Achiever. I've not seen this card either. When I attack, you may pay 1 rune to play a card with hidden from your hand here, ignoring its cost. And Albus Ferris. When you play me, you spend any number of buffs for each buff spent, channel 1 rune exhausted. That's cool. That card might be popular in Teemo. I don't know though. I haven't seen a Teemo in action yet. Like played against. I've watched matches and whatnot, but as for actually going against one, all right, we're down to the thin of it. We've got a Sprite Call, Find Your Center, Blazing Scorcher, Shipyard Skulker, Trifarian Glory Seeker, Dune Drake, Psy Scout, Wallop, Fortified Position, Thermo Beam. For hollows, we have an Imperial Decree, a Brian here Thunder Song. When you play me, opponents can't play cards this turn. And speaking of Volibear, you got the Volibear Legend card and a Sprite token. And that's cool. I have absolutely no cards to build a Voli out, but I'm glad I have the ability now. The ability to play him. Alright, here we go. The last 2 packs of the booster box. Let's just open it absolutely horribly. Alright, here we go. Sunlight Guardian, Legion Rearguard, Lecturing Yordle, Pack a Cub, Ember Monk, Call to Glory, Handheld's Water Bully, Facebreaker, Void Seeker, Discipline, a Windswept Hillock, Hollow, that's cool, a Malzahar, and a Karthus. Actually, I haven't seen Karthus yet. That could be... See, but that's the thing. We can't, we don't have a yellow and purple because, you know, Order and Chaos counter each other. It's like this with Kog'Maw would be pretty cool. Would be interesting to use, but that will never happen unless all right, we have made it. The last pack of the box. This is it. This is all the marbles. I'm hoping maybe a Watcher, like, obviously the realistically getting anything like super expensive here, I don't, I'm not anticipating, but another Watcher would be very cool. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, here we go. Find Your Center, Flame Chompers, Smoke Screen, Ride the Wind, Hidden Blade, First Mate, Gust, Altar to Unity, Garbage Grabber, Vengeance, a Hollow Clockwork Keeper, another Ravenborn Tome, and a Soul Gorger and a Chaos Rune. And that is our final pack. I'm hoping there's a little bit of a restock. That would be very nice. Currently have one more Origins booster box and 2 Spirit Forge on pre-order at my card shop. So hopefully within due time, we get those. The Spirit Forge, I'm pretty confident we will because we're like second on the list, but the Origins might not happen unless we run into another situation like this where my mom's like, I found this. But here's our spoils of war here. I'm pretty hyped about the Watcher though, I will not lie. The Volibear as well, super cool. And the second Ari is nice too. And the alt art runes, you know, these are some of my favorite cards, I gotta say. Because they're just, I mean, they're constantly used, so. But yeah, I know this isn't what I typically do. I am a horror gaming streamer and content creator. So this is a little different, but I wanted to share, or try and share, this hobby with you guys because I do have a feeling that this is going to be a pretty big part of my life going forward. So, as sad as that is to say. So I wanted to try and bring that opportunity into the content creation and just see what happens. So, if you did enjoy this, please let me know. And let me know if you would like to see different Riftbound stuff in the future as well. Like deck profiles, deck lists, maybe even vlog if I ever go to like a qualifier or something. But as it stands, I am 100% going to do videos like this on the other booster boxes just because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to rip packs. You guys can watch my poor financial decisions. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy Little Omi or this style of content, or if you like horror games, please consider subscribing because I have a never-ending backlog of horror games that you're going to be able to view right here on this channel and possibly future Riftbound content. Who said that? Until next time. Bye.